Hi everybody, welcome to our 3's class. We are your 3's teachers. I am Miss Lori.
I am Miss Janice.
I'm Miss Geri.
And we are going to be having 2 3's classes this year, but we're going to be combining the classes for a lot of activities. So your children will know all of us as their teachers, and we will get to know all of the kids. So it's going to be a fun year. I'm going to start off by telling you a little bit about myself, and then Miss Janice and Miss Geri will tell you about themselves. So I am in my 6th year here at Matt's. I was an assistant my first year, then 2 years in toddlers, and then 2 years in transition. So now I graduated up to the 3's, and I'm looking forward to that. I have my BA degree in elementary ed. I taught elementary ed for 11 years. I taught 2nd grade, 4th grade, and 6th grade. My master's is in reading, and I have 2 daughters, 24 and 29. My 29-year-old daughter is behind the camera. She's filming us. Hi, Val. And I have a dog, Susie, who I adore. Okay.
Are you sure? Did you get everything?
I think I got everything.
All right.
Take it, Miss Janice.
All right. Hi, my name is Janice Birmingham. I'm been in both locations for many, many years. Known in Belmore as Mrs. B, but here in Syosset as Miss Janice. So I worked at Matt's for over 30 years, from mommy and me's to birthday parties, from camp counselor to enrichment classes. I was also, for a time, the gym teacher here, and I'm working now from the infants to the pre-K. So my education is in physical education. I have a bachelor's of science from Adelphi, and all 3 of my children, ages have also worked here at Matt's.
Yes. Hi, I'm Miss Geri. I have 3 children. My oldest is my daughter Emily. She's 6. She's going into 1st grade. And then I have my son Jesse, who's 4 and a half, and he'll actually be going to pre-K here. And then Michael, my youngest, he's 3, and he's going to be in the 3's class with Miss Janice. I have a degree in education and background in literacy. I've had about 15 years of experience working with kids from infants all the way to high school. I've subbed, I was a teaching assistant in multiple school districts, and then I ended up doing the morning and aftercare for Plainview School District, and then ended up here for about, this is like my 4th year because I had my kids and then came back. I've done the 2-year-olds and then the 3-year-olds and then pre-K, so I'm going to be with 3's this year, obviously, and that's about it.
So we're going to go through some things with you guys, some procedures, some curriculum, and also our daily routine. We do have notes in front of us, so we're going to be referring to our notes because we don't want to miss anything. Okay, so Miss Geri is going to start with some procedures and some things that we're just going to ask you to send in.
Okay, so the procedures in the morning with carpool, the teachers will be wearing a mask. It's going to be the same as last year if you did come last year. So at carpool, they take the children's temperature and sanitize their hands, and then obviously are walked to their specific classroom. For the parents, just please fill out the student information sheet and send it to us as soon as possible so we know a little more about your children before they come. 1 family picture for our family tree, and if you have pets, you can send in a picture of that so the children feel comfortable and they can look at it when they're here. 2 individual photos of your child, 2 boxes of wipes, 1 box of tissues, a box of extra clothes, change of clothes in case there's any accidents or anything like that. So, shirt, underwear if they wear underwear, pants, socks, shoes. Just please make sure it's weather appropriate because they might not have an accident or something like that in the middle of the beginning of the year, but they might in June and they have winter clothes. If your child is in pull-ups, obviously bring enough pull-ups to get them through the week, and you could resend it each week. A sippy cup that is labeled with their first and last name. $20 cash for class parties. Please label everything once again, so their lunch and snacks, label what is what. If you want them to have a specific snack in the morning, write that down on it, and then lunch, say that it's their lunch. If they go to aftercare, bring an extra snack. No nuts, just due to allergies, so please refrain from that. And then obviously when it's cold out, send a jacket when the weather changes. I think I got everything. Yes. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go over some of the curriculum with you for the 3's. Socialization's a big part of the curriculum. We concentrate on that a lot, teaching the children how to interact appropriately with each other and with us. Sharing, manners. Kindness is a huge, huge part of everything. We have a kindness jar, which is in the back there. When we see the children doing some acts of kindness, we give them a little heart and we write on it what they did, and they get to put it in the jar. And we also teach responsibility, cleaning up after themselves. If they take a toy out, it's on the floor, we'll clean it up before you go to the next toy. We also give them jobs, so weekly jobs. Every week they'll have a job. We change the jobs weekly. There's always a weekly theme, so every week we have a different theme, and we'll let you know that the weekend before the theme will start. We'll let you know that in our email. And we incorporate all skills into that theme. So if apples are the themes, we incorporate the reading, the alphabet, the counting, science, everything will go into the theme. The alphabet is a really big part of this year. Last year we did letter recognition and we had the children recognize their names. This year, of course, that's all going to be part of it again. The letter recognition, recognizing their names, but now we go into sounds. So once a week, starting in October, we will do, beginning with A different letter each week. And we'll be doing sounds, the recognition and the sounds of that letter. We'll be making letter books with all kind of activities with letters. You'll know all in advance what's coming. We also work on tracing with the letters this year. I started last year in the transition with some line tracing. We'll continue that, take that into tracing of the actual letters and numbers. After January, we will work on teaching the children their addresses, their phone numbers, birthdays, so they know all that information as well. Reading, we read every day to the children. We have quiet time where they take books by themselves and look through the books, and that's important because once they're read to, they can retell the story, and that's pre-reading for them, and that's an important step in reading. So at home, read to them and then after a while say to them, okay, now you read the story to me, and let them go page by page looking at the pictures and tell you the story. That's really important. Arts and crafts, we love arts and crafts. We do lots of arts and crafts, and with lots of different tools. We never just use paintbrushes. There's all kinds of things. And that brings in the fine motor skills too, which is so important for the pre-writing. We do a lot with the fine motor skills. I'll come back to that in a minute. Math, of course, into everything. We're always counting. We're looking at numbers. What are the numbers? The recognition. We're going to be doing early addition and subtraction with them, and patterns and sorting, a big part of it. The pre-writing, take us back to that a little bit. Again, that was the tracing like I just talked about, but also we do a lot of activities with droppers and with tweezer tongs, and even just squeezing the bottle of glue. That's all pre-writing to strengthen, ripping paper, like we said. That's all pre-writing skills, the fine motor skills that are good for that. Cutting, we do a lot of cutting this year, so we'll be using cutting. Of course, the safe scissors we're using. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Sensory activities, again, very big for the pre-writing, the fine motor skills, all that stuff. This year we do a lot with the pouring and the scooping. Okay, science, we bring science into it. We're going to be doing science experiments. We're going to be teaching them like true science things, and they make him come home. Last year we did a unit with the butterflies, and I told the children about the cocoon and the metamorphosis, and I had one parent call me the next day and they were shocked because their kid came home and said, oh my God, you told me about metamorphosis. I said, yeah, we throw it out there and
hibernation.
Yeah, we throw it out and sometimes they carry it over, sometimes they don't. But most of the times they will. we will be sending an email every weekend on Dojo in the class story section, telling you what we did for the week, what's coming up, any school activities, anything like that. So look for that. And one more thing, every month we send home a Scholastic book order form. On the back we'll have our class code, so you can go online, scholasticbooks.com, punch in the class code, and you could do your order right online. That way it builds up your home library, and we get points, and that enables us to build up our school library, which is great too. Okay.
All right, coming over to me.
Yeah, Miss Geri.
Okay. Okay, this is, we're just gonna go over the routine for when the children arrive in the morning. We'll just start out with free play, social interaction, sharing. It's kind of like the room is just open for them to just enjoy. After that, we'll do cleanup and have snack. After that, we do our circle time, our calendar songs, talk time. This year we'll have a music teacher, so they'll be getting music class with Miss Cheryl. And we will also have a gym teacher, Miss Melanie, that will be working with them in the gym. After that, we'll use the different centers during free play time. There'll be some one-on-one learning, games in the morning. We'll have lunch. After lunch, we'll have quiet time, books and puzzles. And at the end of the day, we'll have certain activities. One of the things that we're bringing into the curriculum, well, it's kind of a fun thing. At the end of the day, they'll get to pick either a heart, a music note, or a hand. If they pick a heart, we get to give them a hug. If they pick the music notes, we dance them around and give them a little twirl. Mm-hmm. And if they pick the hand, they get a high five. So that'll be like our ending for the day. And it's funny how most of them keep choosing the same thing, but sometimes they might go off all color and pick another one. But that's kind of the how our routine will go for the day.
We could choose for each other too, right?
Right.
It's like if I choose the heart, you guys will give me a hug.
Yes, because we might need it.
There you go. I know we threw a lot at you quickly. One more thing, Miss, hey Val, can you zero in on this paper, please?
Yeah, coming in.
We want you to, questions, we want your questions, please. Any questions, any concerns, contact us. We welcome it. I mean, that's the thing that'll strengthen your child's experience here, is if we have the communication lines open and we work together. That's the most important thing, is working together.
Sorry everyone. Backing up.
Us and you guys, it's a very, we want that communication open at all times. So Valerie just zeroed in on our cell phones and our email information. Okay, well, we can't wait to see you guys at Meet the Teacher next week. We have us on Friday, I believe.
Yes.
So we will see you then. And we look forward to a wonderful school year with the kids. Bye.
Bye.